We are now approaching the Humber estuary. As you can hear, the engine is on. We're inside Bubble now at her chart table, and this is the chart that we're using. This one's on an iPad. There's a proper marine chart on the chart plotter out by the wheel, but inside it's useful to have the big chart on the iPad because it's really easy to see and to look at and to study. We're here, Paget's Lady and I, Bubble, and we are now heading in along this dotted purple line, which is the route which yachts are expected to take. The shipping goes through this traffic separation scheme here, so we're going to sail along the bottom of that to keep out of the way of all the ships. When we get to this buoy called Hobo, we're going to turn to starboard, and we are going to spend the night tucked in behind Spurn Point. There are two choices for marinas in Hull. There's Marina at Grimsby, which has a good reputation, although perhaps Grimsby less so. We might go there even now if the weather's really bad when we get to Spurn, but I don't think it will be. Or you could go quite a few miles upriver to Hull Marina, and there's a fully serviced marina there, but it's a long way. And given that we are going to Scarborough tomorrow, hopefully, we don't want to be too far away from the sea, so Spurn suits us very, very well. This little grey triangle here, that's a yacht called Christine, and in fact, if I tap on it, it should come up and say, yep, there we are, Christine. And she was with us at Wells. She's a bigger yacht than both of us, so she's been going much faster than us. But she's just going into Spurn now, and she'll be anchoring around here somewhere. She's been there before, and it's partly because she's been there before that we were encouraged to go there ourselves. Not much to see outside at the moment because of the well, the coast's quite low lying. There's a bit of mist, but when we get nearer to Spurn, I'll make sure there's some video and some footage then. So here we are, coming up to this buoy 2B, which is the southern perimeter of the traffic separation scheme. Once we've got to 2B, we'll go to Hobo, and then we'll make our way over here into Spurn. We're approaching 2B now. There it is. And it may be possible to see on the video in the distance, the shoreline, that is Spurn Point. And you can see the lighthouses, or the disused lighthouses, on the point there. There's two towers, two lighthouses, and we're going to use those later to make sure we're in the right area for anchoring. Apparently, if you have them in line, then as long as you stay to seaward of that line, you're okay for anchoring. There's Paget's Lady, also going into the Humber. As you can see, her hull picked up quite a lot of nasty brown marks from the estuary down at Wells. There was a lot of foam on the water surface, and that's a bit of a mess of white stuff sweating, so we won't be happy about that. There's Spurn again, and it may not be visible. Yes, I think it is. Just in the distance there, you can see a big lump in the sea. That is a fort, rather like we saw in the Solent. There are two forts here in the Humber as well, guarding the entrance to the Humber, and that is one of them. And the other of them is on the far bank beyond those ships. Can confirm it's there, we've seen it, but this one is clearly very visible. See quite a few seals coming in. The water is pretty brown, a lot of seaweed in there, and it's a bit turbulent at the minute. The wind has got up, and we'll have to see what it's like when we get behind Spurn Point. The red buoy there marks the inward end of the traffic separation scheme, so we're going to dash across now as quick as we can. I can see yacht Christine in the area behind Spurn Point. She's probably anchored by now. I don't think that will come through on the video. We've got a better view now of the disused lighthouses on Spurn Point. And that beeping sound is just telling me that we've got to the buoy that we've been aiming at for some time. It's an alarm that goes off when you get to the destination. There's the Humber estuary. There's the fort, and in the distance, chimneys and the buildings of Grimsby. Hull really is in the extreme distance. It's barely visible even for me standing here. It won't come through on the video. But hopefully we'll be comfortable there. If we're not, then we're able to dip over to Grimsby where there's a marina and get into there for the night. I'm hoping we can stay here, peaceful, quiet. Remote anchorages are very attractive sometimes. So it won't be long out of we're in, and I'll report back where we are in. Just about to turn in now. I was delighted a moment ago to be radioed by Yacht Christine, who is safely anchored in 9 metres of water. She says the conditions are peaceful in there. So there's also a visitor's buoy with 3 rings on it, which Christine isn't using. So Mike and I may decide to use that, or we may anchor. I think we'll get in there first and have a look. You can see a lifeboat there. Spurn Head has the only permanently manned lifeboat station in the entire country. That's because it's so isolated, it would take possibly long for a crew to get out there, to get onto the boat in an emergency. So to get around that, the lifeboat crew and their families live at this very remote location on Spurn Point, so they can always be ready to man the lifeboats as required. Maybe possible to see Christine there in the distance. There's the end of Spurn Point. Always wanted to see this, having learnt about it at school, learning about coastal erosion and so on. So it's really exciting to be here and hopefully to spend the night protected by this very special and unusual and unique piece of geography. And there's Paget's Lady. Anchored up. There are the 2 lighthouses. Got a bit past the line, looks lovely to death. So it's a question now of finding a spot to anchor and get the anchor down. Yep, I think we're safely anchored now. Just leaving the engine running for a bit. The anchor windlass use a lot of power, charge back into the battery, so it's Christine. We're still not in front of the line formed by those 2 lighthouses, but we seem to have good holding. And I've got, just checking, 5.7 metres, which is absolutely fine. It's about a 3 metre drop to low water, so I should be fine. Mike's over there. He's got even deeper water probably. There's the lifeboat. Quite a lot of shipping. There's another one, distance. But I think I'll shut the engine down now